Well, hello again, Mr. Mullings here. Today, bringing you the third lesson on statistics this year from my library. And today, the title of the lesson is the Box and Whisker. It sounds kind of funny, Box and Whisker, but it is a plot that is used to represent a whole lot of data, a whole lot of numbers, and put into one short, small picture. And it's really a series of patterns that, if you do it in order, isn't really all that difficult. But I want to probably take my time on this particular lesson to make sure that everybody kind of understands what we're talking about. So today we're going to learn about the box and whisker. Now let's start with how to set this up and give you a situation or a scenario. First of all, let's imagine that we have 100 students who took a 50-point quiz. Okay, so I have 100 students. They all have to take the quiz. The maximum score, the best score they can get is 50 out of 50. The worst score they could get, I guess, would be 0 out of 50. So we have 100 students that take a quiz. Let's take a look at the scores. After we put the scores in order, we take those 100 scores, those 100 student scores, and we put them in order from smallest to largest, and we look at all of that data. The things that's going to stand out to me is the lowest score. Who scored the lowest? And, well, I'm not interested in who they were, but I just want to know what they got. The lowest score would have been an 11. So somebody got 11 out of 50. That was the worst score. And somebody got 49 out of 50. So nobody got it perfect, but somebody got pretty close. They missed just that one. So that's the low score and the high score. You would subtract those to find the range. And as I looked in the 100 students, and we figured out the median, the score in the middle is 36. So that would be sort of the middle score, the midway point. Half of the students scored worse than 36 out of 50, and half of the students scored better than 36 out of 50. Now, if I were to put this on a number line, and I've got an example here, I'm going to use this. The number line from 0 to 50, 0 being the lowest possible, 50 being the highest possible. Now I'm going to put some dots above the number line. Imagine this is a number line. The lowest score would be an 11, so I'm going to put a dot there at 11. And if it's not perfect, it should be pretty close. You don't have to be dead on, but you can figure that out. That's the 11. And I usually write the number right above the dot. The highest score was a 49, so there's 49 out of 50. It would be that dot right here. And I've highlighted that in orange. And the score in the middle, or the median number, the one that was very much in the middle, was 36. So I put somewhere, I've been 35, 36. Okay, there we go. So we have our 3 dots, and I've color-coded them. Those are 3 data points. You need to find those 3 data points first. The lowest, the highest, and the median. Nobody scored less than 11. No one scored a perfect 50. So now we're going to take this number line, and now we've got these dots on it. And now we're going to find the lower quartile. Now this is maybe new vocabulary for some people. Finding the middle would be if I took those 100 scores and I put them in order, and I took the one that was right in the middle, that would be the median. If I ignored everything above the median, everything that was higher than that, and then I just took sort of the middle number of the bottom half, that's called the lower quartile. It's you can't really call it a median, but it is. It's the middle of the bottom half. It'd basically be the 25% mark. And so this one says next, the lower quartile of the bottom 50 scores was found to be 29. So and the upper, we did the same thing to the upper half. The median, or the middle number of the upper 50 scores, is called the upper quartile. So this would be kind of like the 25% mark. This would be roughly around the 75% mark. And they give us those 2 numbers, the 29 and the 42. So I'm going to add those 2 numbers to the 3 that I already have. I had the 11. Whoops, let me get the whole number line there. I have the 11, the 36, and the 49. I'm bringing in a 29, which was my lower quartile. It's often called the LQ. And the upper quartile of 42 was put right there. That's called the UQ. So if you want to know what LQ and UQ stand for, it's lower quartile and upper quartile. So there I have 5 number points. Once you have those 5 points, you're almost done. Okay? You're almost done. So we have 5 data points. Let's put on the final touches of this problem, and you'll see it work really nicely. Here's where it gets its name, Box and Whisker. From the 29, we just draw a line straight down to the number line. The 36 goes straight down to the number line. The 42 goes straight down to the number line. And then I'm going to connect the lower quartile and the upper quartile together. So it actually creates two boxes, or one giant rectangle with a median line in it. So that's the box part, two boxes. The whisker means just go connect it. The lowest number connects to the lower quartile, and the highest number goes to the upper quartile. And so that's where those are called the whiskers. So the boxes are in the middle, the whiskers are here. And if I were to say, the bottom 25 scores, the worst 25 scores were somewhere between 11 and 29. The next best 25 scores out of those 100 students would land here between 29 and 36. The next 25% or 25 test scores would be between 36 and 42, and then between 42 and 49 would be the upper 25. So 25 students scored here, 25 students scored in this section, 25 students scored in this section, and the top 25 scores all came between 42 and 49. So that would be a box and whisker and how it works. Now, when my father passed away, and this is going to be a bit of a trivia question for the quiz, when my father passed away, he left me his entire set of books written by Louis L'Amour. So that will be an answer to one of the questions. The books I inherited from my dad were written by Louis L'Amour. Now let's do a box and whisker graph on the number line, and we'll do it together and talk right through this. So this hopefully won't take too long. And I've got some data already prepared for us. So the smallest data point, and these are already in order. So the smallest number, 12. The largest number, 33. If I subtract those, I get the range. So here's 10, here's 15. We'll go to 12, and we're going to put a dot right here, and that would be the smallest number. The largest number is a 33. So here's 30, 35, 33 is right around here. So we'll put a dot here. So here's my 33, here's my 12. I didn't really have to do any math there. I just had to be pretty observant. The median, that's the middle number. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if there are 11 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this one is the median. That's the middle number. There are 5 numbers below it and 5 numbers above it. So 25 gets its dot right here as well. So there's 3 data points. Now, I'll write this down. The lower quartile. Now the easiest way to do this is to cover up, I use my thumb here, I'm going to cover up the median and all of the numbers above it so that you can't see them. All I'm looking at is the bottom half. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scores, so the one in the middle is the 18. So the 18 becomes my lower quartile. Oops, let's put this in the right spot. Lower quartile is 18, so that would be about right here. And now I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to cover up the median, cover up all of the numbers below it. And I'm just going to look at these top numbers. The one in the middle right here, since there are 5 numbers, finding the one in the middle is pretty easy. Upper quartile is 28, so 28, let's see, would be right about here, we'll say. Excuse me. And so now we have five data points. Those are the 5 numbers we need. Let me write the upper quartile down. Here, my score. The 3 in the middle are the lines, and I want to connect them. And then from the 2 boxes, from the middle edge of the box, I'm just going to connect. And it's not drawn very accurately, but you get the idea. So that's how you can draw a box and whisker really quick from the data. I'll do one more because I think this is going to be a little bit tougher. Excuse me. And I know that we're going over the 10-minute mark here, but we'll go quick as we can. Here we go. 15 is the smallest number. 45 is the largest number. It's a good thing they're in order from smallest to largest. Median, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are 15 numbers, so the 8th number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the middle. So 35 is the median. The upper quartile, well, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put a triangle around that one. 38 is the upper quartile. I'm going to cover them all up and look at this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 24 is the lower quartile. And I've got all of the numbers I need. 15, we'll put a dot there. 45, put a dot there. 35, put a dot there. 38 is somewhere right there. 24 is a little bit less than 25. There are my 5 data points. I didn't write the numbers above them. You can, certainly I would encourage you to. There's my boxes. The 3 numbers in the middle make the boxes, and then the whisker comes off of the side of the box. So it looks like that. And there you have it. That's a box and whisker, start to finish. Once you have the data in order from smallest to largest, it's not that hard to find those 5 numbers, plot the 5 dots on your number line, make your boxes in the middle, connect the whiskers at the end. So there you have it, box and whisker. Catch you later.